Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Kansas City. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's second down.
Second and 10.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, KC.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can have good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate.
Brings up second and 4. At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 4.
From the shot, he's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defense. For no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
They put Kelce in motion. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Cameron Johnson, deep for Tampa Bay. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script. This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go again with White. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's made right side. It's Johnson. 18 yards on the connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Intended for Sterling Shepard. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the nice gain.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On a zone read, a give to White. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll be second and goal. Baker gonna hand it to White, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
The tackle by Zion McCollum. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Gray is the motion man here. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. They get 14 on that hookup, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across, found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. That's on the rookie first-rounder out of Ohio State, Josh Simmons. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 87, Travis Kelsey. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Marquise Brown. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. He'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up 1st down.
A short one caught by Kelsey, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelsey who is being looked at. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Second and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. Will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. Top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. Begin here on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Pass throws deep for Godwin.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
They run with White, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 10. That's a BUCS in motion. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, it's Mahomes. Off first down throw there is incomplete.
For Marquise Brown, incomplete. The coverage by Zion McCollum.
Second and 10. Patrick to throw. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
I think a lot of people, Mike, when they see a screenplay develop, they just take the completion for granted. And typically it is. But then you get a defender, somebody like this, who just anticipates it. They see it from the start, and they're able to perfectly time their jump, step in front of the throw, and come away with the interception.
On first and 10, here's Baker. That is caught to the goal line and in. BUCS. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chiefs 7.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work.
At their own 23-yard line.
Struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Travis Kelsey. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
After that incompletion, probably going to put an end to this drive, but what it does now is the opponent now has a chance to increase their lead because now they're going to steal an extra possession before we go to the halftime break.
Here's Matt Ariza now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. He's on to punt for the 2nd time. 2 yards on the punt. He's on to punt for the 2nd time. 2 yards on the punt. 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 2 Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense and Emeka Egbuka set to take over once more. Drive begins with a run by White. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with White. And he'll get forward for a couple. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle.
Down by Drew Tranquill. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. On first down, it's White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, it's White. And he's going to be close to the first down. Talking just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Open downfield is Wiley. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
That's good.
So a big one there to start the drive. To gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
14 more
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4.
Mahomes pass complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, KC. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Let's get this point.
And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. To level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. Start on the ground, and he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's White. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 16 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, That's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll motion a tight end right. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
We'll drop this underneath to White.
Mayfield's pass, complete to Rashad White. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. On first down is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll motion the slot man right. On second down, Baker. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. And third down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first, and he will dive into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, but keep this one on the ground. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third down and 3. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Really nice play call there by the offensive coordinator. You kind of use your tendencies against the defense. They're thinking run in this down and distance, and ultimately you use it to your advantage. Play action pass to the tight end, and you keep the drive alive.
First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the BUCS 48-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The BUCS take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They go play action with Mayfield. This one is, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City ball. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll send their tight end left. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. On the ground, this is White. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. On first down, right back to White. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. the toss. They'll run, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Here's Mayfield. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First ball coming up.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways. That's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they'd feel pretty good about it.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. John Tucker. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bucs will extend this third-quarter lead.
Chiefs 17.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away.
For the Chiefs.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. the 35. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Right back to him on first down. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Mayfield. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's across mid. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Throwing is Baker. And that is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there.
For Tampa Bay.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. He'll throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Mahomes. Open downfield is Wiley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 27
A gain there of 27 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Mahomes now to throw again. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
A first down throw for Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now backfield. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First down throw, Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Brown.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. So we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Second down, they need 3. Pacheco, he gets the 4th quarter going, finding room across midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, KC.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. That one complete to Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and
5. Gray is the motion man here. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look. as they have it 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. It's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. To throw is Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. On first down, it's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 3. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in
He
coverage.
was defended by Jamel
And you don't
Dean.
earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On third down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerable...
And he will score! Game on! Xavier Worthy! Touchdown Chiefs! Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Pacheco gonna try it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. Mayfield to throw. And it's caught. He got Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. If you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a 1st down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. That's Ibuka in motion. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Oppie. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And goal at the
That's
4-yard
catch
line.
3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch.
Touchdown,
Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 31.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football.
29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at
So,
the 42-yard
2 minutes to play
line.
here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Juju. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has the decision to make.
He's got his man, he finds Worthy. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. It's made by Smith-Schuster. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Now 2nd and inches. They put Kelsey in motion. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Third and inches. Here's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. We're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. This is 1st and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the BUCS 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Here is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
By Yaya Diaby. A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal.
So, a win here for the visiting Bucks. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, good night from Kansas City.